Hi guys, how you all doing? Welcome to Backyard Chef, I'm Rick, and today we're going to make a Chinese beef and mushroom stir fry. Now it's very easy to make with very little ingredients actually. So the first job that we have to do is marinate the beef. So let's crack on. So we got a bit of beef here, and what we need to do, we need to cut it on a bias, on a diagonal angle across the grain runs this way across the grain. So nice and steady then. Now these are really nice slices of beef. So nice and steady on an angle. And what happens by cutting it on an angle, when we marinate our beef, the beef is more open and takes on more marinade, which keeps it a little bit more tender, a bit more soft. So nice and gently then, cut across our beef. And just finish off, cut that down there. Okay, so that's our beef cut, guys. All we need to do now is we need to put it in a bowl. Okay, so let's get our beef in a bowl. In we go. And we just remove our board. Okay, so there's our beef in our bowl. So what we need to do now, guys, we need to mix up a very quick marinade. Okay, and that's going to be 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, okay, a tablespoon of Shaoxing wine, Chinese cooking wine, so we'll get that in there. And then what we need about a teaspoon of cornstarch. And what we'll do is we'll put a little bit of sesame oil in as well, only a drizzle, nice and steady, and then we'll crack in an egg. Now guys, I don't use just the egg white, I'd rather put the whole egg in, and then all we need to do is get our hands in there and give it a scrunchie up. And that is our marinade made. Can't be much easier than that, guys, really. So there we are, guys, that's a very simple marinade. Now all we need to do is put that to one side for about 20 minutes. Right guys, all we need to do now is take some mushrooms. Now I'm using brown mushrooms today, you know. It doesn't matter if you use white or brown, but these mushrooms are quite large, you know, so what we can do, we can just cut these in half, and then we're going to put them in our bowl. So just cut your mushrooms in half and put them in a bowl. Now the thing is, you know, you can cook the mushrooms a couple of different ways. You could actually fry these off in oil first and put to one side, and then fry your beef and the rest of the ingredients and throw in the mushrooms towards the end. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cook the mushrooms from raw. We're not going to pre-cook these in any way. You know, this is a nice steady stir fry. We don't have to rush, we're not in a takeaway, and it will be absolutely bang on. Right guys, a quick run through our ingredients then. What we have for our beef and mushrooms. Okay, I've cubed up some red and green pepper. I've sliced diagonally a couple of red and green chilies. I've cubed up some onion. We have our mushrooms that we've cut in half. We have some sesame seeds to put on the top. We have some garlic ginger paste. We have some beef marinated. Okay, for our seasonings, guys, very simple. We've got some soy sauce, Chilsing wine, oyster sauce, a little bit of dark soy sauce because we want to make it a little bit darker. We have sesame oil, and then we'll give it a shake of white pepper. And what we've got in here, we've got about half a tablespoon of sugar. That is our seasonings. So when we get cooking, we'll just thicken with a little bit of cornstarch slurry. It is very, very simple ingredients for a fabulous beef and mushroom Chinese style meal. So let's crack on and make it. Right, okay guys, what we need to be doing, we need to be going within our cooking oil. Put a little bit of cooking oil in there to actually cook the beef. So we'll cook the beef first. Okay, so let's have a flame on. So just give it a swirl around in there. Get the oil around. So what we're going to do, we're going to pre-cook the beef first. Okay, so nice and easy then. I'm going to take some of that out of there. We don't want all that marinade. And then in with our beef. Nice and gently, a nice stir fry. Let's have it fried up. Little bit of colour on there. Now we don't have to go too daft with this, guys. You know, you can cook it as hot as you like. We just need to be frying this off. So this is going to be sort of pre-fried, and then we'll cook the rest of the ingredients. So nice and easy. Get that in there. Right guys, that is a good 60% cooked, so we need to be taking that out of there and put it in our bowl. And then what we'll do is we'll give the wok a good wipe out, and then we can start with the stir fry. Now you could actually cook all this in one go, but by marinating the beef with the egg and everything, you know, it leaves a residue in the pan whatever you do. Okay, so you really need to cook it off and then clean out the wok, put some more oil in and start again. So let's go in with a little bit more oil. Lovely. Okay, on with the flame. Okay. So what we need to be doing, I'm going in with some garlic and ginger. Now, you don't have to use garlic and ginger if you don't wish. I actually like it in my stir fries. So that's in there. Now this is very, very hot actually. So we'll just turn it down just a little bit because we don't want to burn this garlic. And then what we want to do, we want to go in with our onions. We're going to go in with our peppers. And we want to go in with our chili. Give that a bit of a stir around. Nice and steady. And then what we want to do, we're going to go in with our mushrooms. Give it a bit of a stir in. How easy is that? In with our half tablespoon of sugar. We want to go in with a tablespoon of soy sauce. Just give that a little stir. We don't want any of this burning on the bottom. About a tablespoon of Chosing wine. Oh, or just a little bit more Chosing wine. A good tablespoon of oyster sauce. A tiny drizzle of sesame oil. A little drizzle, guys, of dark soy sauce. We don't want much more than that. And then in with our beef. Get our beef in there. Let's give this a stir in. And that looks phenomenal. How easy is that? And then what we'll do is we'll add a little bit of our cornstarch slurry just to thicken the sauce a little bit and give us that glossiness over the top. So we don't need much, we only want a little bit in there, and that is absolutely perfect. Fantastic. So give it a little shake of white pepper, stir it in, turn off the heat, and we're ready to serve. That is so simple. So let's serve it up. Oh man, just look at that beef and mushrooms. Fantastic colours, amazing. Oh, we got that much, it's overflowing. Now for my favorite bit. Crunchy mushrooms. Crunchy vegetables. And really soft, tender beef. That, guys, is absolutely superb. Oh man. Now guys, if you like what we're doing, don't forget to like and subscribe, share with your friends, hit the notification bell, all that sort of stuff, and we'll catch you next time.